This is by Dom2K. Jason Tatum is playing the exact role he needs to be for this group to win.
Troll aside, and I know you guys have been waiting for, oh, Sage, didn't you say Mavs in 4? I did. And I still think Mavs in 7. I'm not hopping off the train, man. I'm not like y'all. You guys only join B-Soul's stream when the Celtics are losing. Man, y'all are weird. Y'all are scary. I'm a man. Unlike y'all, I'm an actual man. And for me, Jason Tatum, look, there's other conversations that can be had, but is Jason Tatum doing the right thing for the Boston Celtics to win? 80%. He is actually still trying to score the ball. I think that's nasty, Copium. But he's doing a lot of the other stuff as well. He's actually just become a damn good rebounder at this point, and he's obviously been a damn good defender. So I 80% agree. I just hope this take, shout out Dom2K, by the way. I just hope this take isn't on some, yeah, man, he don't even need to score the ball. Oh, he's trying to score, so he's trying to score. It's not going in the basket.
Yeah, I think to say that Jason Tatum is playing great would be a lie. And I'm not saying that today. I'm not lying today. But I also think if you're really watching a game, to say that he's playing bad is also a lie. Is his play closer to bad than good? That is also true. But for this team, I think he's making the right reads. He's affecting the game in the other ways that he can. And as simple as it sounds and as copium as it sounds, the shot literally just isn't falling, bro. Like, I watch his shot attempts, bro. There's a couple of them. All right, you had Derek Lively on you. Did you need to hit a step back three? No, but you still got to keep the defense honest. He can't just shoot 1-3 a game as well. So I feel like that's part of his shot selection as well. But a majority of his shots, they make sense. They are literally just not going through the net, you know? So
I don't even got slander for y'all yet. But I ain't even got slander right now. I actually just wholeheartedly agree.
Yeah, and then the butterfly effect of like, but if this was LeBron, like this team is built around Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Like from a personnel standpoint, a locker room standpoint, like everything just makes sense. So that what if game, this shit ain't 2K, buddy. Sorry.
LeBron and Curry fans been ready for this day though. I say that, man. LeBron and Curry fans been waiting for someone else to fuck it up in the finals.
Another Jason Tatum hot take. Jason Tatum is still winning finals MVP.
All right, that's copium. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that's copium. Now this is copium. I don't know who's gonna win Finals MVP for the Boston Celtics. I think that's a more safe take to say than anything else. I know the odds is Drew and then Luka, my glorious king. Kyrie! But that's besides the point. I know it's Drew and then Luka, but for me, I think if I had to pick one right now, it'd be Jaylen Brown. The Derek White game is on the way. KP had a game one. Boston's just going to be a matter of who had two good games. The Mavs, if they win, I don't care if Luka stinks it up twice. It's going to be Luka. So I don't think it's going to be Jason Tatum unless he were to drop 40 like 3 times, to be honest, because he just hasn't been that great statistically speaking in the first 2 games.
I think after the first 2 games, if you're saying after if the series is cut off after 2 games, that Jason Tatum is your Finals MVP, I can't rock with that. I will say, though, the series is not over, and I've seen it before, specifically 2018, and honestly 2022, with the LeBron and AD conversations. One game can shift the narrative very heavily, specifically Game 3, with a chance to either go up 3-0 or 2-1. I just seen what that did for KD's narrative in terms of his Finals MVP in 2018, even though I actually still think Stephen Curry probably should have got that. So there's still a chance. There's definitely still a chance, but 2 games in, nah, can't rock with it.
You know what? Maybe our chemistry ain't the best, because I thought you were talking about Jason Tatum in 2022, but Jason Tatum in 2022, I was gonna like have a counterplay to, and this is what I'm afraid for him in terms of anybody that thinks he's going to win Finals MVP. Jason Tatum in 2022, he kind of looked bad the first 2 games, and then, like, he stayed bad. Jason Tatum in Game 3 was 9-23, and then Game 4 was 8-23. So hopefully we're not seeing that outside of, you know, me wanting my glorious king to win a championship. But in terms of, like, Jason Tatum's odds for Finals MVP, if you're one of those Tatum fans, you can't have Tatum shooting tour dates and then win an FMVP. I'm sorry, it's just not going to happen. Not on a team like this. It's going to be easy on the Boston Celtics of all teams to find someone who shot the ball well and played great defense. You would have to love the rebounding ability of Jason Tatum and maybe perhaps the playmaking ability as well, so much so that it offset just bad shooting performances. And I don't think that's going to be the case with this team.
Now, we'll say this. If he does get it, even undeservingly, I will be there. Y'all can't even get y'all consolation prize.
I'm not going for consolation. I need Luka. I slept on it. I don't want no consolation. I need Luka. I need Luka to just go ahead and drop 60. Drop and give him 50. Drop and give him 60. Drop and give him 70. Because Kyrie!
Speaking of more finals MVP takes, this is from Sean. It's very clear that Luka is the finals MVP. Celtics are too good as a collective to point to one specific person for their team, especially when Luka is outplaying them all. So loser finals MVP?
Hey, we had this conversation. Okay, look, Souls and Sagers, I know what I do. And I'm proud of what I do. Let me be very clear. But on some serious shit, this man stole my take from the podcast. I think that if it were going to be a loser, and I know LeBron has existed in the past before you 23 stands come out, dead ass, the Boston Celtics are a team where you could see any motherfucker dropping 20 any given day. Someone else is going to have the 30 and 10 any given day. It's not the odds of it being the same person twice, let alone 3 times, not the highest. I say that to say, if these stats really are just some yin-yang-yo shit with Boston, and Luka the entire time got 30-point triple-doubles, even if he loses, it might happen. Now, am I going to say that I personally would vote for him? Yeah. Don't put me in front of the poll. But, like, if his name wasn't Luka Doncic, I could understand not voting for the loser of the finals. If he wins, it's not a discussion. But my thing is, it was just nasty to ever happen, but it did happen. If you feel me, like Jerry West getting it was pretty fucking gross, even with the context, still pretty fucking gross, but it did happen. So it's not like he's making history outside of for the first time in the modern era, LOL. So it's possible. I don't think this take is complete shit.
I think it's complete shit. I'm sorry. I don't respect to Luka because he has been the best player in this series. But even with how he's playing, respect to him, it's not been dominant enough for me to give him a losing finals MVP. I've seen other players in the past, specifically LeBron, put up more dominant numbers offensively and defensively, and actually so far at the very least won games. You know, obviously the series ain't over, but LeBron has won games while being the best player, the clear best player in a series and putting up better numbers. And Luka, with the turnover problem that he got, with the defense that he's playing, don't gaslight me, he's playing ass defense. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown blowing by him like it's fucking nothing, like he's not even there. These are factors as to why the Mavericks are losing. So Luka getting the finals MVP, I'm cool off of that, bro. And I guess the only thing I would ask from y'all is if the finals MVP would just go to the best player of the series, then we would have to revise a lot of fucking history. Specifically, a lot of those LeBron finals, but even some of those Kobe finals, even some of those... Luka just hasn't played dominant enough to get a loser finals MVP. It's also not like on Boston's side that motherfuckers are just putting up 14 points a game, all right? It's not just 7 dudes scoring 10 points a game. Jaylen Brown so far is still scoring 22 points, along with 5 rebounds and 5 assists with 3 steals and a block and a half on 55% shooting from the field. Jrue Holiday is putting up 20, 10, and 4 assists, playing tremendous defense on Kyrie while shooting 65, 44, 100 splits. And even if we want to stretch it out to Jason Tatum, I understand the efficiency isn't there, but still, that's a guy putting up 17, 10, and 9 and also playing really good defense, bro. I'm sorry. Luka is not a loser finals MVP. And I'm also not, and also if there is one thing that actually does have precedence in NBA history, it is the fact that the finals MVP goes to the winning team outside of literally the first year.
Yeah, Jerry West was the first year, and again, I think it was stupid, but it's happened. Now, what I will say, just to not only play devil's advocate, but because I kind of am like, on this as well, is when we're talking about Luka not having a dominant enough performance. I like your argument of relative to other Boston Celtics on the court, not really Jason Tatum, but with Jaylen Brown specifically, I like that argument per se. I think Jrue still has crack deficiency as well. But in terms of in general, I don't know, man. Hey, it's only been 2 games, but like for context, LeBron in 2018, which would be one that everybody goes to. Yeah, 50 in game 1 and a fantastic game 2, in my opinion. Game 3 and 4, these are Luka numbers. 33, 10 and 11, 13 to 28. He was 1 of 6 from the 3, but dog, that was a good game. Game 4, these were actually somewhat worse than Luka numbers. 23, 8 and 7, 7 and 13 from the field. In 2015, a lot of people talk about the carry job because he was 2-1. But LeBron wasn't the most efficient player, if that makes sense. So when I'm talking about like the dominant side from what Luka's doing, I think Luka's fine. I think the issue with him getting the loser finals MVP if he loses, is the Boston Celtics still having like, all right, bro, I get it. He had a 30-point triple-double, but this dude shot the ball like on 22, 8 and 6 on 50s. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and get at him, gangy. That's where I want to hear it. But I don't know about, like, and maybe we just ain't going back in the history books for real because, I'm done with the 90s. But I just don't know if Luka hasn't been good enough to warrant it. I don't know about that. That's my only thing.
Jayson Tatum should no longer be in superstar top-end talent discussions after this season. No other superstar can shoot so poorly for such long stretches, regardless of the coverage they are facing, and still be called top talent.
I want to say before you start, because it's definitely something for you to start, this guy then goes on to say JB's the best player on the Celtics. Like, he just had to get this shit off, bro. But go ahead, B-So. How do you feel about Tatum no longer being in the conversations of a superstar and perhaps not even being the best Celtic?
Well, superstars, the conversation of who a superstar is already a semantic-y ass conversation. Like, some people think that's a marketing thing. Some people think, hey, you gotta be a top 3 player, and if you're not a top 3 player, hey, some people think, hey, if you're a top 15 player, you're a superstar. So the conversation really starts with what the fuck a superstar is. But to me, I am leaning towards the definition of, like, if you're like a top 10, a top 15 player, you're probably a superstar player. But I'm looking at these long stretches of shooting poorly. Am I really? I don't know, bro. Like, hold on. Let me share my screen. So this is his playoffs so far. 39%, 50%, 38, 36, 44, 37, 41, 44, 44. So I guess he's talking about this stretch right here. If this stretch of games right here is enough to convince you that a player is not a superstar, this 6-game stretch, if 6 games is deciding what a superstar is and isn't to you, then be my guest. But I didn't hear you talking when he actually picked up his consistency over the next, 4 games, and was putting up 5 games, and was putting up 29 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals on 48, 33, 81 splits. The whole Tatum discourse is just funny to me because, once again, this is just another case of Tatum, this is just another case of Tatum haters holding him to a higher standard than his actual fucking fans. I don't know. Shit is weird to me.
But that last point you said, I'm gonna be very clear. I wholeheartedly agree with that. I think you guys raise Tatum up to break him down, which is something y'all do with a lot of people in the basketball community and really life, but especially these young players or younger players, aka guys like Anthony Edwards, SGA. You're gonna do it. You already did it to Luka, pardon me. I think you guys do that a lot. So let me be very clear, Souls. That second half of your take, I definitely agree with. The first half of your take, though, I'm not going front. Years has kind of been cool in the sense of scoring the ball in the postseason to me. And the thing is, outside of that one, what was it, the Brooklyn series? Outside the Brooklyn series, I'm not going to say that was his only good series in 3 years, but that was the only time I'm like, oh, yeah, this nigga's on time. I ain't going to lie. Every series since then, you could argue it's on some like, damn, Tatum, I thought you were something else. Now, it's been 3 years of you guys putting him on a level, and he hasn't been at that level. Leave him alone. Stop thinking he's LeBron. Someone had to take that he should have LeBron level finishing. Stop. Nobody should. Stop that. But, like, these top 5 conversations, to me, I thought they'd been gone. But you niggas were still having them. Maybe out of hate, but you were still having them. So, to me, when we talk about him being a superstar, if you're one of the people like myself that think there's only like 5-6 superstars in the NBA and that everybody just throws around the term him, 100%, he's not a superstar. But in terms of being like a great player, top 10 to 15 guy, he's still that. I guess I'll introduce my hot take right now when you bring up Jaylen Brown. Despite all the slander I bring towards Jayson Tatum, and not even slander at this point, I think I'm just critiquing the player. But despite all the criticisms, I still think Jayson Tatum is kind of clearly the Boston Celtics' best player for the simple fact, man, I just look at it, I'm like, yo, if Tatum was getting the Jaylen Brown coverage, not saying Jaylen Brown don't draw no eyes, but if Jayson Tatum was getting guarded how Jaylen Brown is, and Jaylen Brown was getting guarded how Jayson Tatum is, y'all would just be singing the same song in reverse. Y'all would literally just be like, oh, to guess Jayson Tatum is the good guy. It's just who's going to cook. And The answer is Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum are just way closer in talent than we might have ever thought.
Yeah. I mean, listen, to me, I think Tatum has proven so far that he is closer to a playoff dropper than not. But I don't know, bro. I just think if you're the best player on a team that's about to win a championship and you're still putting up, 28, 8, and 5? Like, come on, bro. Like, we don't gotta overthink it. Like, for real. I understand the efficiency ain't there. It's cool, bro. If you think Donovan Mitchell is better, I guess I am actually gonna lose sleep at night. Is that what you want, bro? Like,
I need these takes because I guess I'll be the guy to do it. I need these takes to identify how low he's fallen then. Because everybody's saying, stop saying he's top 5. Stop saying he's top 5. Do you still think he's top 10? Because why would you think he's top 10? I said 10 to 15. I don't necessarily have Tatum on this pedestal that you guys do. I think he's going through like the AD arc. Funny enough, and you make your jokes about AD being Jason Tatum. He's going through the Anthony Davis social media arc in the sense of like, yo, y'all kept saying AD was like the best in the world, and that was just never a thing. The fuck? So this is going on with Jason Tatum right now, and it's a little unfortunate, but I need it to happen. I need him to fold. Shout out Jason Kidd. Luka, whisper in Slovenia, you're third, or some shit like that. Let's really get Tatum shooting 30 shots. Keep shooting, Tatum.
Yeah, it's funny till you're fired, buddy.
Oh. Shout out Brim, man. Shout out Brim, man.
Peyton Pritchard has the most important shot of the series so far with his buzzer beater in game 2. Is that the most important shot? No one really want to talk about it, bruh. That Jaylen Brown left-hand drive to the lefty scoop lay?
Yeah, that was
for
crazy.
The dagger?
That was crazy.
That was kind of crazy. No one wants to talk about it, though.
That was crazy. I'm going to disagree, though. The most important shots were Kyrie! Kyrie, what the hell? I was going to look like a goddamn genius. I had it called. Bezos, everyone told me y'all could guard Luka. I said, no, you can't. I literally said, no, you can't. And anyone saying Luka is enjoying defensive attention, baloney. Oh, my God. Luka's just shooting over people. Step back mid-ranges. That nasty one-handed runner inside the paint. Threes, obviously. He's just getting it no matter who the fuck's in front of him or not in front of him. But this nigga Kyrie. Oh, my God, bro. I was so fucking ready to talk. And this nigga just keeps missing. And I don't want to hear he stepped up in game 2. No, he didn't. And I know you ain't watched no game. Thank you, B-Souls, for intervening. Make sure, editor, you show B-Souls shaking his head. No, he didn't. I'm tired of some of you saying Kyrie stepped up in game 2. He started off 4 or 5, and the rest of the game, he was ass. No, bro. Kyrie, bro. You better have me like SZA. I'm about to kill my ex. Lock in.
Yo, the medits were fire, though. I like the medits. Oh, here comes Big Bad Kyrie getting his revenge on Boston with the stomp on the logo memes flipping us off. First of all, I think we're deep into the playoffs for me to get this off. We already busted his ass after that, man. I don't know if like y'all lost memory. We already swept his ass. All right. So this is just round 2 of that. All right. Revenge tour my ass. He already went on tour. We shut that shit down. All right. He wasn't selling no tickets. Yeah.
Oh my God, Kyrie. The fact that he can fucking say, you know what? Series don't start till you win on the road. Maybe you weren't able to throw Sage on the court. You left your Sage in Dallas. We're going to win these 2 games in Dallas. Game 5, win, lose, or draw. Throw some goddamn Sage on the court. Protect Dallas at all costs. We just need 1 in Boston, gang. Just 1. You can win 3-4, lose 5, win in Dallas again. Just 1 game in Boston, Kyrie. Just 1. 1!
Yeah, man. I want to see the Celtics win on our home court, man. Come on, Kai. Come on, bro. Get up! Get up, Kai! Get up! God!
I hate this shit so much. I'm so mad because everything I said worked. It's just Kyrie. It is literally just Kyrie. Even the cons that I called about this series with Derrick Jones potentially being unplayable. Now, he shut me up game 2. He was hooping. But it's still like, even like me thinking that one of the wings would be necessarily bad, that shit worked. One of the wings potentially stepping up. That shit kind of worked. But fucking Kyrie. Oh my God. I didn't think he'd be bad twice. Oh my God. Kyrie will turn this series around and win finals MVP. He fucking better. You know what? At this point, he fucking better. I'd like to see it. I just want to ask B-Souls, man. We keep having these most skilled conversations, but then, you know, I'm seeing Kyrie Irving struggle to fucking dribble the ball. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing him struggle to dribble the goddamn ball against these granted all NBA caliber defenders. Boston got like 5 of them, but the point is, like, I thought the most skilled player would do something about that. I'm just saying, like, y'all are quick to throw these crazy terms about Kyrie. I think Kyrie, unironically, is in the same boat as AD and Tatum, unfortunately, and just being a conversation that he never is supposed to be in. And for majority, I mean, 90% of this entire season, regular and postseason, he wasn't in them. And shit was kumbaya. But you niggas see he made the finals. Now he's the most dominant duo, better than LeBron and Kyrie, unironically. And next thing we fucking know, Kyrie's back to being the most skilled player, and he ain't looking like it. And it's just sad.
I mean, hey, man, it's better than Curry.
Can we talk about how that era was so dumb, bro? Like,
they tried to bring it back. They tried to bring it back.
Like we had that era with Dame. We put it to bed. Why did you bring that up with Dallas Mavericks Kyrie Irving? Are y'all bored? Like what the absolute fuck was that? I'm happy for Kyrie. Let me be clear. He's pissing me the fuck off, but I'm actually still happy for Kyrie this postseason, even if he just stink it up and cost my glorious king a ring. However, why are we spinning the block on that? I seen that shit too, B. So why are we spinning the block on Kyrie being better than Steph Curry, bro? Get over it. He's not and never was.
Real hoopers know. I mean, we got to hoop, so.
Oh my God, my fault. Yeah, we haven't dribbled a basketball. We haven't been in the NBA. So what are we talking about? Even though NBA players never agree on any fucking thing, as if you can have a difference of opinion. Yeah, I know.
Tatum is this generation's Paul Pierce. Boy, that this non-superstar ass players. Y'all talking about him a lot, bro. You know what? I'm gonna be honest, man. I agree. I agree. And there's nothing wrong with it. These are actual realistic expectations from Jason Tatum. I don't think I've heard people say Jason Tatum's top 5. All right. Like, I'm not going to act like I haven't heard that, but I think realistic expectations for Jason Tatum with the sample size that we got is a guy from the 7 to 11 range, which I feel like Paul Pierce in his prime was around that range. This is a guy that is on pace to be one of the best players, one of the leaders, arguably the best player on a championship team. And you can't tell the history of basketball without him. And I think that's fine. He don't gotta be Kobe. He don't gotta be Shaq. He don't gotta be Luka. He don't gotta be Jokic. He just gotta be the guy for us. And that's fine. Y'all hated Paul Pierce too. Y'all hated Jason Tatum. And it makes me happy that y'all do, because he keeps on winning.
This little shit. I swear, bro. Ooh, you better win in Dallas. Oh my God, I got agendas to push. I'm gonna just say Kyrie's afraid of Boston. And I'm gonna just say Kyrie's scared of Boston. Luka dropped 60 in Boston. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I think for me, Tatum, granted, I might expand the range to like 7 to 13 because I think the NBA just has hella random superstars that pop off. But yeah, Tatum is in those conversations more than he is in top 5. I do think that's perfectly fine. Hell, I think most teams need to build their teams that way, almost like the Boston Celtics made a damn good team. But I will say though, it has only been 2 games. I was going to ask you to put names to it, be like, fuck it, is he better than Joel Embiid, shit like that. But it's only been 2 games, unless you have a hill that you're ready to die on, regardless.
Test me, go ahead, man.
She. All right, so I think Giannis. You considering Giannis?
No.
Okay. Jokic, Luka, we get them out the way. Stephen Curry.
No.
Okay. Anthony Edwards.
Yes.
Ooh, SGA.
SGA is better.
So SGA is better than Ant. Sorry, no, let me stop. Joel Embiid.
Joel Embiid's better when healthy, but I'd rather have Jason Tatum on my team. For health reasons.
Okay. Well, it's only been 2 games, and I think funny one to close this video off with is Nuggets Heat better. Gang, it's only been 2 games. I don't know. We can get a classic in Dallas. This is what I'm saying. It does feel, I'll be 4K. It does feel like Boston has all the momentum in the series, but it's only been 2 games on the road for this team. Can Dallas get a home game before we say that this series is chopped? Can Dallas get a home game before we say the series is going to be objectively bad? I know you're not saying it's bad, but like, damn, we like, can they get one on the road at home? And I think that's just logical too, because if Dallas goes down 0-3, I mean, I'm not gonna fold. I'm gonna say Luke is my glorious king and he'll do it. But I mean, just historically speaking, yeah, it'd be over. So I don't like this idea that it's over when they haven't even been at home once. And Kyrie's been shit. Again, he's been shit.
Yeah, if I was a non-Celtics fan, I would think the finals is ass. I can't even lie, bro.
Oh no,
non-close games.
Yeah, let me be clear. Game 1 and 2 have been pretty bad. It's been.
But unironically, I'm gonna pull y'all card. If you really like hoops and you see the adjustments being made out there, it's great hoops. It's great.
What y'all gonna do with that? What y'all gonna do with that, Mister? I watch all 5,000 hours of the basketball season, and TSO Sage needs to lose his platform for saying watching 2,000 games is corny. What you gonna do with that? Cause hey.
Joe Mazzulla's legitimately putting like a coaching masterclass right now, bro. Like, it's actually crazy.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta take that L for that East Darvingham shit. Hell nah.
I'll take that shit. I'll take that shit, man.
Not East Darvingham.
But with that being said, if y'all want to be included in the next edition of Souls and Sage Reacts to Hot Takes, either subscribe to the channel. We do them on community posts sometimes, or follow us on Twitter, bsouls_ and TSO_Sage. And with that being said, we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.